Good morning, everybody. So I'm going to do a 15 plus 10. I might do a couple of 15 plus 10s and upload them over the next couple of days. And I'll tell you why. Hello, Woody. It's because I'm heading up to Scotland for a week. So I'm not going to be able to record and make new videos for you guys. So I'll try and make a couple this morning and I'll release them during the week. That's if, okay, good. No, it's this one, isn't it? This E-Farm, just remembering. So I've had a couple of interesting blitz games this morning. A couple of options here. Okay, here we're happy. Going to spin the knight round. We're going to arrange a knights like this. Bishop comes to c4, d3. Short castles. Okay. The computer here slightly prefers knight g3 rather than knight f3. Knight f3 though comes with tempo, so it's gonna provoke our opponent's next move, and then we'll play knight g3 anyway. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Interesting. So f6, not the most common. Opens up this, but does he have to worry? Am I going to get a queen or a bishop onto this diagonal? That's an interesting one as well. That prevents actually bishop c4. Unless I do, shut up, you be quiet, she's in season as well. There, bishop c4. But I don't want to fianchetto this bishop, do I? That's a curious move. Where's c3 now? I think c3. Also notice we did a session on, it was actually mainly on bishop knight pins in Chess Boot Club yesterday, Chess Boot Camp live yesterday. And one of the things to remember is that when the queen's bishop leaves from home, I mean it's the same technically with the king's bishop, the bishops at the start of the game are the only defenders of the b pawns and the g pawns. So this is potentially a target. Now I don't have queen b3 right now because again the bishop covers that. So how can I attack this pawn? Check. Pawn blocks or knight blocks. Could come to here. Oh! Attacks that pawn and that pawn. Okay, let's try that. Bishop here. I don't have that. I mean, it's kind of unprincipled to move the same piece twice and not develop. He's got the opportunity to develop. But then this, say knight comes here or here, it's queen b5, putting two attackers on this pawn. If bishop back, can't go there. Can't go there or there. Might just have to drop back to b3, I think, in case of that. So what am I, 1555 right now? See, getting a pawn all the way to the 6th rank in the opening is it's unusual, and we have to say that it's also risky. I mean, could I even like push c4 and then come around this way to attack it? Have to say I don't not inspired by my opponent's position right now. Valley Stickler Rue from Romania. This feels like I've got kind of a clear run for a queenside expansion if I wanted to do that. And if it helps me to attack this pawn from the side, so much the better. It'd be nice to play my knight back to here, for example. Okay, he's done it with a pawn. Okay, so again, I don't have this square for the fork. I can't go there straight away. I could go here though, which I quite like. Doesn't have this. Let's do it. I know I've played c3 and now c4, but again, he's made many pawn moves. Was that 6 pawn moves in 7 moves? It is, isn't it? He's only done 1 piece move, whereas I've got 1, 2. So this knight's actually made 2 moves. Okay. Huh. Now I come here and that is my fork, isn't it? Even if the knight comes here, I've still got that, but we might trade queens. Because I know if his knight comes here, he's attacking this pawn, which is... Oh no, it is defended. Okay, so what's wrong with this? Knight here. Oh, I don't have queen takes. There, knight here. There, b4. Hurry the knight away. Or I just take... Oh, actually, knight there defends both. Interesting. Does defend both. Maybe. So that's the move I'm expecting. But then I'm thinking queen c3 and b4, getting that expansion that I wanted to do anyway. Opponent's using his time well. Can't see what else is. Zara, will you stop it? Get off her now. Go on, get down. Get down. She's humping her Auntie Cooper because she's in season. And that's not polite. So here, yes, he's got 2 defenders, queen and knight. I've got 2 attackers, queen and bishop. But after this, well, after this, it's his turn to move. And then, how does he stop me playing b4? He's got a5. But still, I don't think I've messed up my position at this point in time. However, this pawn is stopping my bishop from developing. How else can I develop? This way. Again, I've got a problem. This knight's clumsy. So it's not clear cut. There. What's he going to do? This bishop's blocked in. This knight isn't that happy. Knight c5, queen c3. He can't bring his queen in, can't go there. I don't see what he's got. If he doesn't play that, has he got any other means of defending this pawn? This pawn's defended, still by my knight. What are you doing? And then he's going whoppy with dementia, forgets what he's doing. Go lie down. Good boy. It's tough having old dogs. So that's the idea. Kick this knight away, win the pawn, get castled, happy days. My opponent has already used 5 minutes of his time. Okay, but now can't I just take the pawn? If he trades queens, I'm happy, because I've got 3 pieces developed. This pawn's defended. Queen is defended. I get to castle in short order. He is not castling in short order, and he's played f6, which is in the way of his knight. And if he puts his knight there, it's in the way of his bishop, so he'll want to get his bishop out I might also have this. He comes back. Don't know if I want to trade queens, put his rook on the semi-open file. Comes back, I could just dodge back to here. We don't want to get repetition there. We have won the pawn. We've won the overextended pawn. And just let's check. See this move. He spent 13 seconds on that move. Okay, we've traded queens. All right, he spent 13 seconds on that pawn advance. That was the third move with the same pawn. And now he's kind of rushing. Notice this square is taken away. This move has taken one square away from this. He can't put his bishop there, there, or there. I mean, he can go there. I might take it. I've got this, which I think is just a free move. It shores up this pawn. I've got connect 3 going on. Oh, we got connect 5 in the game yesterday, I think, against the bot. We were trying to win the game with all of our pawns still intact. We didn't manage to do it. And that's a blunder. It's a counter-attack, right? So you attack my knight, I attack your rook, but I can take your bishop. And then you've got a choice, take my knight or save yours. That is just a blunder. Because he's got no check with the knight or anything like that. That's a losing move. And I'm attacking this bishop, so he has to take back. And when he takes back, I take the knight. And I'm a piece up. And that again was an 11-second move. So he's taken 2 minutes, like 2 minutes 09, 20 seconds, 2 minutes 22, 30 seconds, 56 seconds. That move was 11 seconds. And this is how it goes with chess. The quick moves are the ones we regret the most. Almost always. Not always. Sometimes you can spend a long time over a move and play the wrong move. Okay, he's had to take. We take the knight, we're a piece up. And a pawn. And we've got the bishop pair. So I'm thinking castles, but notice, I've got 13 minutes 50 seconds on my clock. I can do this and attack this pawn. He pushes. I can go here and attack the knight, preventing pushes. I could just castle. Should be fine either way. F4, F5 looks fine at any time. There's nothing wrong with castles. But I'm going to play, I think, bishop A3. The reason is it stops him from castling, because right now his king's the only defender of... Thank you, Sasha. Only defender of the knight on E7. So this is now a winning position. Hello, my love. You're right. You're coming with Daddy today, aren't you? We're going to Scotland. Just me and her. Me and her. She and I. Correctly, to be correct. Okay, now I think... No, I can't play that because it's... Okay, so let's castle. Get the rook here to support F4. And then maybe F5 if my opponent is lax, which he has been. That was a 0.1 second move. He played that instantaneously. And you can't get... He's got nearly 9 minutes, right? Okay. So he's spotted the potential pawn fork. And he's moved out of the way. Now this, there... Oh, it's 2 attackers, actually. So we can't... Yeah, okay, okay. Easy enough. And that also gives me the option of a nice outpost on d6 with my bishop, still preventing castles. Doesn't prevent long castles, actually. You can still do that legally. Might take out the knight, but I don't see any real reason to open up the h-file. In fact, that knight is now neutered, so I'm not worried about this. I can take it out at any time and not open up the h-file. So, and he can't castle. He might do this actually. I think that's probably his idea. To connect 4 pawns up here, make my dark squared bishop quite bad actually. I could pin the pawn. Could attack the knight. I'd like to prevent him from playing this, and the reason is because this pawn's currently stuck behind my bishop, and this pawn, you know, this bishop currently has nothing. I'd love to do this, but do I want to give away material to do it? I can also mess his pawns up here, but open up the h-file. If I take, knight takes, I pin the knight, he does this, I come after this pawn. Okay. Because actually, now I think my dark squared bishop problem isn't so big because I have this, unless he gets... Ugh. Yeah, he's just going to play c5, isn't he? But I don't think he's going to play it on this move. So if he takes like with a knight there, I could stick my bishop through before the gate shuts on the bishop. Wow. Well, surely now this move is the way to go. Surely it is. I'm defending the pawn. I've got this, and this pawn can't get away. He can't lock the position. He stays there, I can take. Okay. This makes sense. I have this now. Stick that bishop in there is nice. Come on, knight. What can my knight do? Go here. I'd love to get that. So this. It's a bit obvious and it's slow. He's not going to fall for a rook fork like that, is he? I'm liking this though. Bishop in here. Could even lock the pawn behind it. Also this. Pushes. Yeah. Yeah. And this is improving. But this is more aggressive. And I'm +4 material. It's time for aggression. I just want to smash it open. Still might like to get my bishop on here. Especially if I can get these pawns rolling. There's 2 attackers on there. No, not worried. Are you going to give up a knight for a bishop and a pawn? I don't care to find out. a4, a5. So I'm thinking bishop here now. Actually, that blocks off the rook's defense. Got this. I mean, this forces the bishop off. That's okay. It's taken one attacker away from the pawn, so I have time to stick my bishop in here. Could even put it there. If he wants to trade it off, then that's fine as well. I've got 2 pawns side by side in the centre, in front of his pawns. Actually dodged a pawn behind one of his pawns. That's not something you see every day. I'm thinking just a4, a5. Just brute force now. I'd say this is practically resignable. Okay, so attacking this pawn. I can defend with d3. Yes, I can. Don't see a problem with that. Should I just contest the knight now? I think so. Can't go there, can't go there, can't go there, can't go there because bishop takes, trade, can't go here, the king takes, or bishop takes, can't go here. So he's got 2 options, trade or run away here, which is not fantastic. All right. So a4 now. Just restate the fact that we've got a threat of our own. Big threat. Bishop here is kind of interesting as well. The bishop side by side control an awful lot of squares. Gives the king just these 2. This is going well so far. I might think about g3, knight f3. That's a fork. Forces material off. I capture towards the centre. I've got a 2-on-1 then here, these ones, which I should be able to defend with my 2 bishops and 2 rooks. In fact, my bishop's from there is also guarding f8, so I'm quite happy about that. Okay, you're right. Don't mind me. No, it's just I'm just recording. It's only chess. It's all right. Boys and girls don't mind. They don't mind. Yes, I'm leaving 4 dogs at home with my my dog sitter lodger. I'm taking Sasha away because she's. Did I say your name? Did I say your name? Did I? Okay, kiss. Oh, coming with Daddy to Scotland. Yeah. Yeah, she runs away. Yeah, no, they don't. They don't sign up to see you. No, they don't. I know you're beautiful. I know you. Go on, get down. You're going to spend the whole week. Get down. Thank you. All right. Okay, he's run away with his knight because it was in a useless position, and we're just going to push through. And that was 1 minute 33. Very interesting to go through your games and like correlate the best and the worst moves against the time taken on those moves. And I think you'll be surprised. Well, maybe not that surprised, to be honest. Now this is just quite devastating. That's a check. King has to go here or here. No, he can't go here because of this bishop. Not that bishop. You know the bishop I mean. Same bishop, but there. Okay. So if I get to play this move, this is forced. Not sure what he's doing with that move. Check. Forced. Be nice to have two rooks in play, wouldn't it? Shall we? Stick him on here as well. Just might give me more flexibility. I don't know. He could play that preemptively, but it doesn't work because he gets mated. No, bishop blocks. But it's curtains anyway. Tell the fat lady she's on in 5. Huh. Okay, so that's guarding this square. Now I understand what he was doing with that move. So I'm going to recapture. No brainer. Okay, the pawn is undefended. Huh. I can defend with rook, I can defend with rook. If I give check and he takes the pawn and I go here, he has to go here, doesn't he? Give check and he takes the pawn, I go here, that's the other way round. He also has to go here. He's still 4 down right now. If I defend the pawn and then give check, he has to go on the back rank. So, whenever you're looking at a sequence, try it with the move order revised. It's here or here. I have that. He can take a rook, I take a rook. Now then he takes another rook, that doesn't work. Oh, I have this. Skewering king and rook. You've got to be a bit careful now, son. It's a funny old thing. He's played some long moves and... White flag time. I know I've hung this pawn, but I'm going to be so far up in material. Basically a full rook, aren't I? And he could very easily just now get ladder mated. In this square. take the pawn. That comes with check. Don't immediately jump at things. I mean, yeah, capturing the rook is probably winning. This, I believe, he's got to block with the bishop. So either of these rook moves, pawn guards these, right, and the bishop guards this. So the only legal move is bishop blocks. Then can't I just... Oh, what about that? Let's say either check. I don't think it's relevant which check. Okay, bishop blocks. Let's say I've got rook here. Pawn forward. Bishop can't move because it's pinned on the king. Oh yes. Oh yes. That's a check, and there ain't no legal moves other than this. Pawn d7, and here's the thing. You're never going to find a move like pawn d7 unless you consider a move like pawn d7. If you always snatch at the most obvious move, then you're working from a selection of candidate moves of one. Don't do that. I mean, in theory, I could also attack the bishop with my bishop, but then the king actually can move. This is even stronger, I think. Could even pre-move it because he doesn't have there's no other legal move on the board. And that was 56 seconds well spent, I think. And we've all had games where we're in a completely crushing position and we just get suckered with some stupid back rank mate or some checkmate out of nowhere. So it is a good thing to practice. There we go. Game abandoned. Good game. Well done. Right, place your bets. I'd love to get a 1700 on that one. I don't think it was a bad game. 82.6. I was losing. Are you having a laugh? Let's see, what's the thing? 1750. It says I sucked in the opening. How dare you? Oh, you hated that move, did you? Wow, isn't this interesting? So this doesn't look like a good position for black, but it says black is better here with the extra space. Despite the open line here. Well, this is something to, because this is a position I'm going to see a lot, and that's the best move. And then after this, it says I should bring out my bishop. And c6. Drop back. But it didn't like c3. Okay, well c3 is what we got. And that is the best move. Okay. And that was not the best move. Because he should just play c6, which is what he did in the game. I should have played knight f5. Wow. But none of this really matters because I was playing a human. And it hated that as well. Again, knight f5. I don't get knight f5. What's so good about that? Let's say knight d7 looks more human. Interesting. Didn't like that. That was good, but not the best. That was best. And it's -3 in black's favour here. And that just blundered the pawn. So here he should have played this. Okay, to prevent b4. I think I said that, and he'd have been okay. But this move, move 10, let's just check the game again. Move 10, 30 seconds, yeah, which is not bad. But it lost the pawn. And white is now better, and I think white remained better from this point, yeah, for the rest of the game. Trades. blunder. Yeah, and this is what we saw, blunder. The eval changed by 4 from that, because he lost a whole piece. Best, best, and then I played pretty impeccably, I think, for the rest. Oops, let's put the best move diff. So this is okay. So slight. Wow. How rude. It says I played inaccurately at the end there. So this is it. So this is the quality of the game, right? So white is above the line here, black is below the line. So it's like white slightly inaccurate, got myself into quite a bad position. So this means that this move, move 8, made me almost 1 pawn worse. But then bang, boomer bang, and then we played quite well up until this point. So that, and it hated this. I could have forced checkmate. Okay. He dodges away. Oh, d7 with a discovered check. Okay, good. But it doesn't matter because I did this. He should have dodged away. And the other check was mate in 2. What? Here? There. And double up. Right, what? Hang on. How is that not exactly the same? But I thought this was sexier. Okay, it's now mate in 14. Okay, because he can play rook takes knight. No, he can play king e7. D takes e8 equals queen. Okay. Alright, so it wasn't the forced win. No, there was an even faster win. And this is good. This is why we study our games and this is why we learn. Good, good, good. All's well that ends well. That'll do. Thanks for watching. See you soon.